What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums, and I got a question for you. Who has two thumbs and loves Species Special? This guy. And I know I'm lame for doing that, but I thought it was kind of funny. Anyway, tonight's Species Special is on a plant that has become, I should say, the category of plant has become one of my favorites. If you watch my videos, you know one of my favorite plants to have. I get them all the time from my best place to get plants, Planted Aquarium Central, is the Crinum category. Crinum calamostratum is one of my favorite plants. So, I got some new kinds of crinum. It's from the crinum family, and it's Crinum Natans. Now, it is very similar to the calamostratum, except the leaves are much more broad. It still has that ripple effect in the leaf, which is very pretty. It's got dark green color. The plant is very easy to take care of. It's a medium grower. You know, it grows very slow. Medium light. pH is roughly the same as everybody's tank. You know, it's got a wide range of pH from 5.5 to 7.5, and it's a great plant to have in your tank. Now, it's a good background plant, but I believe it's also a good mid to foreground plant because it's such a slow grower that you can really make your tank, you know, focus around this plant. Like I have over here with my calamostratum. You know, you'd think this would be in the background, but I have this like mid to almost foreground because it just really comes up, takes a lot, flows with the tank. Now I got my Natans right here. Now I could put this in the background with the jungle valve, but it's going to disappear. And this plant right here is just really beautiful. I think it looks great right here. The leaves are just unbelievable. It's got that, just unlike any other plant in the crinum, the crinum category, it's got these nice wavy ribbed leaves that just, pops just like any other plant. Now let's see, I got some info for you. Like I said, it's a slow grower. This plant's from West Africa. If you have the right water parameters and the right conditions, the right lighting, it will shoot a stem up to the top and produce a lily or a flower. I have yet to seen it, but I know it can happen because I've watched a lot of videos on it. Temp-wise, anywhere from 75 to 85 degrees is good. It can get very big. I don't know if you've seen, Dustin's Fish Tanks videos. He's got a Crinum Natans in his 220 that's absolutely huge. You know, it takes up the whole tank, so they can get very big. This type of plant is a rosette, and it can be propagated, believe it or not. I know it's very tough. You know, I've seen it. I've had them in my tanks for a while. It's very tough to see it, but they produce little bulbs, and if you pull the big mother plant out and you kind of coax the bulbs off, you don't rip them off, but you kind of just brush them, and the bulb will come off, and you can propagate the plants that way. Unlike, really nice stem plants where you can just cut a stem in half, plant the new stem, new shoots are going to grow from the old stem, do that over and over again until the mother stem is nothing, and you rip the mother stem out, and you've got a ton of new plants. This plant propagates through little bulbs that it will produce. Now, great thing is this Crinum calamostratum over here has already had a little bulb that's got a little baby crinum coming off of it. I'm waiting for this, but like with most of these plants, kind of like Amazon swords, you feed them the right nutrients, the right light, the right CO2, and they'll just shoot leaves straight from the middle over and over again. You can trim some of these big leaves off the sides that don't look like they're doing all that well. If you have unhealthy leaves on the ends, you want to get rid of those because the plant is spending a lot of energy to try to keep that leaf healthy. If you just get rid of it, it'll use that energy and create new, better, healthier leaves. What else we got for you? Yeah, that's about it. If you want to know the Latin name, it is Amaryllidaceae. Say that again, 4 times fast, if you can. And this plant is a great plant to have in any community tank, any planter tank for that matter. It's just really, really beautiful. If you can get a hold of them, I know my place where I get all my plants, Plants at Aquarium Central, they always have them. Local fish stores don't always have them, but this place you can get them. They're going to ship it to you really quick. It's going to come in super, super nice, super beautiful. I recommend this plant for anybody that loves planted tanks, anyone that has a smaller planted tank that basically wants to create their whole aquascape around this plant. This would be beautiful. If you have a bigger tank, a 75, 125, you know, even bigger, get a couple of them. Start them off in the background if you want. Put them in the foreground, mid to side, you know, anywhere really is good for me as far as I'm concerned, because it's just a beautiful plant and it really, really pops in your tank. I've almost made this my centerpiece. This is a very young plant. I'm waiting for it to get really, really big. I can trim it, keep it the way I want it. It's just really beautiful. I see no need to hide it in the background and lose it with all the jungle val or your other tall plants or whatever you have going on. But if you do want to start up a tank and make this a centerpiece of your tank, it's a great, great plant to have as a centerpiece. So, that's my spiel on the Crinum Natans. It's a great plant, one of my favorite crinums. All the crinums are really absolutely beautiful. Crinum calamastratum, Crinum Natans, can't go wrong with either one of them. Crinum Natans has more broadleaf. Crinum calamastratum over here, very, very thin, but at the same time, just as ribbed, nice, beautiful. That's what she said. But anyway, yeah. This is Mike from Mass. Species special. Crinum Natans. I'm out.